Why do morphemes lose transparency historically? Imagine trying to understand a word like unbelievable and wondering how it got so complicated. Sometimes, the parts of words become less clear over time. That's what we call losing transparency in morphemes. When languages change, the connection between a word's parts and its meaning can fade. This happens because of shifts in pronunciation, spelling, and meaning that occur as languages evolve. Let's start with sound changes. Over many years, the way words are spoken shifts. For example, vowels and consonants might change sounds, making it harder to recognize the original root. If the root of a word changes its pronunciation, it becomes less obvious what part of the word is the core meaning. This makes the morpheme less transparent. Next, semantic shifts also play a role. The meaning of a word or its parts can drift apart over time. A root that once meant something specific might now have a broader or different meaning. For instance, the word girl used to mean a young person of either gender, but now it specifically refers to a female child. This change makes it harder to see the original meaning behind the word parts. Spelling changes are another factor. When the spelling of a word is altered, especially in historical periods of spelling reform, the link between parts can become unclear. If the spelling of the root or affix changes, it can hide the original connection, making the morpheme less obvious. Sometimes, morphemes fuse together so tightly that they lose their individual identities. This process, called morphological fusion, causes the boundaries between parts to disappear. The word appears as a single unit, and you cannot easily break it down into meaningful pieces anymore. Language contact and borrowing also contribute to opacity. When words are borrowed from other languages, their original morphemes might not fit the new language's rules. Over time, these borrowed words are adapted, and their original parts become less recognizable. Understanding why morphemes lose transparency helps explain why some words are easy to analyze into parts, while others seem like a single, unbreakable unit. For example, teach and teacher clearly show the root and suffix, making them transparent. But words like magic and magician have undergone spelling and pronunciation changes that obscure their roots. In the end, the loss of morpheme transparency is a natural part of language change. It happens because of shifts in how words sound, what they mean, how they are spelled, and how they are formed. These changes gradually make it harder to see the original connections between parts of words. That's why some words are simple to analyze, while others seem like a mystery.